Good afternoon. It's time for another NFL Bucky's Mail Day. This is your host, Mike C. And of course, the star show. As always, it's Bucky. Say hi, Bucky. Bucky says hi. We're a little sad here today. I got a lot of news to get to. But the unfortunate, gut punching news is that Aiden Hutchinson broke his leg. I believe it was in two spots, the fibula and the tibia. He's going to make a full recovery. So thanks to the Dallas medical staff. I assume that they put some plates and stuff in there and fixed it up. There's rumors that he might come back for the Super Bowl. I'm not holding any faith in that. So he'll be back. He's got a lot of time to heal. He'll be back next year. We'll get into more of that later. But first, Bucky, what in the world do you have on your foot? I finally got my Batman phone ring yesterday, it was yesterday. And I've had my other one for years. And so I finally got it yesterday, so that's cool. So I thought I'd bring it out today. You can see it on Bucky's leg, so that's good. Last week's video did 6, not very good. But that's okay. It is what it is, Bucky. And so maybe this one will do better. We'll see. All right, where do we start, Bucky? Some sad news. Old-time pitcher named Louis Tiant. He was 83. He died last week. And great pitcher. I remember him in the World Series. And he won like 30 or 20 games, 20-plus games. I think it was the same year as was it 68? The Lolich, what was his name? Denny McClain. Won all 30 games. So he's had some great years. He was fantastic in the World Series. The old baseball commentators, he'd look at you anywhere in the stands because he'd do this like turn and stuff. Just a great pitcher, fantastic pitcher. So rest in peace, Louis. I got so much stuff written down. We'll start with the Badgers, Bucky. That's always a good spot. Badgers won 42-7 against Rutgers, and Rutgers hasn't beaten them forever and a day, and they looked fantastic. Their offense was fantastic. 198 yards rushing. They had another great running back. I didn't write his name down, but we'll hear about him in the future. And just a great. I didn't watch the game because we were out doing stuff all weekend, actually. But I followed it on my phone, obviously, and just dominated them. And so it's looking good. They've turned it around. They're scoring a lot of points, and they should be on their way to another bowl game. Let's see what they can do. I forgot to put who they play next week, Bucky. Darn it. I'll put that in the notes later. Let's see. The Hawks won their first game against the Oilers, defending Western champs. So that was good. And Connor got his first goal, I believe. And so they might be 1-1 or something like that. But they won their first game, so that's good. And we'll keep you up to date on that. Other Badger news. Congratulations to Bo Ryan, the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. Of course, he was the head coach of the Badgers and won a lot of games, got him to the finals. Should have won that game, Bucky. But, so congratulations to Bull. Great head coach. So that's good news. The Ducks, another game I watched, a great game. What do I got? Against, Ohio State. They played the Ohio State. They won 32-31. Back and forth game, just an exciting college game. And Ducks prevailed. Well, that's good. What else do I got, Bucky? Okay, I got so many things here. Oh, and a sad news or bad news. Ducks wide receiver. I have Tashawn Holden. He got kicked out of the game for the Ducks for spitting on a defensive player, and that's totally uncalled. He got kicked out of the game, which is good. They showed him in the locker or the tunnel. He was throwing his helmet and crying and pouting and all that stuff. We should have thought that before he did that stupid thing. So hopefully he learned from it. He's young. We all make mistakes, and hopefully that'll never happen again. And we'll see what his future holds. Hopefully he'll learn from this. Okay, what else we got? Okay. Okay, the Badgers had 549 total yards against Rutgers. That's just ridiculous. Okay, I think that's it for the Badgers. Yeah, okay, Lions. We watched the game. Again, unfortunately for Hutch, get well, brother, and we'll hold the fort down for you till next year. I don't think he'll come back. The Lions do have to make. They were probably going to make a trade earlier to get Hutch some help on the other side because they don't. I think Hutch had seven and a half tackles or sacks, I should say, and the rest combined had that much, so they need help. Now they really need help. So I hope and pray they make a trade. There's lots of names out there. I've seen Son Reddick, Max Crosby, just a bunch of Joey Bosa was mentioned, Myles Garrett, the guy who went over first over him in the draft. I forget his name always, but they will make a trade. They have to. Probably have to give them a first round next year, but they're all in. They have to be because this is your year. Now the NFC North is the best division in football. Next week the Lions play the Vikings. They're undefeated. The Packers and Bears both won. So this division is loaded. But the Lions, they're 4-1, so they're obviously in the mix of things. So you got to keep it going. Next week against the Vikings, it's in Minnesota. Their running game is fantastic. They got 1-2 punch. They just re-upped David Montgomery for another 2 years. Jamal Gibbs is great. Sam Laporta got one pass for a touchdown. Amon-Ra wants the ball more, so that's good. They just dominated the Cowboys. Just whooped them. Just stomped a mud hole in them, which is great to see. So we'll see what happens with them next week. That's pretty much all I've got, Bucky. Trying to see anything else. Nope, that's about it. Yeah. So we had a busy weekend. Saturday we went. The hell did we go? Saturday we went to this haunted house place that Carla works where she sells her donuts. It was okay. Nice weather. It's very dry here. There's a fire ban going on. It wasn't anything scary. Went on a train ride, saw some animals, and it was fun. It was okay. The day before we went to the zoo, which was terrible. It was part of her work, and there were hardly any animals out. Coolest thing, we saw a giraffe, some monkeys, things like that. But the animals were all locked away. They weren't out at all. There's no concession stands. There's barely any place to get water. It was just not a good experience at all. I was very, very disappointed. But that's just my opinion. Carl doesn't care for it either that much. But so we did a lot of walking over the weekend, and Sunday we just took it easy. And tonight we'll probably watch the football game. The Jets and the Bills, I believe. I did very well so far on fantasy football. I think I won at least 20 out of 25. Some really big scores. The Lions came through. Lions defense came through. So I kicked butt this week in fantasy football. So that's always good. But we had a nice weekend. Just very dry out here. We need rain badly out here. But next week the Lions they play the Vikings. It's a 12 o'clock game here, and it's a huge opportunity. They got to stop the Vikings. They got to tie them, and then they got to make a trade, maybe another free agent signing. They got the money. I'd like to see them, sign one of those big names, defensive end, and then next year, they'll have Hutch and whomever, and so we'll see what happens. But they have to make a move, guys. Don't rest on your laurels. So I think that's about it, Bucky. Yep. And Suki's in the picture there. She's cleaning herself on the chair. So for Mike seeing, of course, the star of the show. Oh, Carla made a video of my bat cave, so that was cool. So you can check that out if you want on YouTube. But so I'll post. I forgot I was going to post. I'll watch it again. Who the Badgers play next week. Yeah. But that's about it, Bucky. So for Mike seeing, of course, the star of the show. As always, it's Bucky's. Say bye, Bucky. Bucky says bye. And get well, Hutch. And we'll keep the fire burning because this team looked fantastic. One of the best Lions games I've ever seen. And it's against the Cowboys, which is always good. So take care, everybody. Stay safe and stay warm. And we'll catch you next week. Bye now.